That was a porn stash there, Vin. Brian, you want to hear the story? Then watch the match with me and Taker. So, as I stated on Power and Glory last week on the podcast, I wish I had this grand story to tell about the first match with Taker. You know, basically, I looked up at the board and so I looked up at the board and it said Undertaker v. Mancini, and I said to Strongbow, who was my second dad, I said, "Who's the Undertaker?" And I couldn't believe that, Dave. So he goes, he's over there, and he was all in black and everything. So I went up to him, I introduced myself to him. I said, "Anything you're gonna do?" He goes, "What's your finish?" He goes, "A tombstone." I said, "What's that?" He said, "It's a reverse pile driver." And I said, "Oh, I've taken a lot of those from Don Morocco." I said, "Anything in particular you want?" And he's like, "I'm going to walk the top rope." And I'm looking up at this 6'10" guy, and I'm like, "You're going to walk the top?" He goes, "Mario, listen, if you got to lock your elbow out." He goes, if your elbow collapses, I'm going to fall off the top rope. And that's not good. I said, "My elbow won't. I'll keep it locked." "Anything else?" He goes, "Yeah, I'm going to clothesline you backwards over the top rope." I said, "Oh, okay." So I go back and sit down, and it was 1990. So now I've been there for 6 years at that time, and it's like, I've never done that. I've never gone backwards over the top rope. So now for the first time in a long time, I'm nervous. I'm like, how am I going to do this? I'm afraid I'm going to get caught up, or I'm going to go to leap over, and my fat ass isn't going to go. So I'm like, what do I do? And I'm sitting there, I'm embarrassed to ask anybody because I'm a veteran at that point, right? So I'm like, what do I do? So I go, I know. If my waist is level with the top rope, I'll go right over. If it's level with the top rope, I'll just go right over. So he chokes me, puts me in the ropes. The ref says something to him, and he goes and takes a couple steps toward the ref. When he does that, I push down on the top rope. Now it's level with my waist. I even looked back really fast to see if I was going to land on it. I pushed the top rope down, and I went over just like butter. Nobody catches that until they go back and watch it again, and they see me. They go, "Oh, wow." That's exactly what he did. He pushed down the top rope. I took a glance back, and I went over like butter. So that's a true story. Yeah, Brian. That's. I was embarrassed. What was I going to do? Go up to Strongbow or somebody and go, "Hey, how do I go over the top rope backwards?" They'd go, "Are you kidding me?" I was scared to death, man. I'm like, what do I do? And that's the only thing I thought of. Yeah, Rich. Watch the debut match with King Kong Bundy. Vince McMahon goes out of his way to say I'm no relation to Boom Boom Mancini. The fabulous Moolah, I didn't talk much to her.
I think that's going to be the two Chargers edge players. Bosa and Mack are going to hit each other after they're both chasing Mahomes.
Yeah, Brian, you know what I'm trying to do? With the exception of Cheap Heat with Maurice in Ireland, I'm trying to limit my podcast down because, geez, I'm doing 2 a week now. I'm doing Hey Roma, and I'm doing Power and Glory with Roma. I didn't know she was a spider lady. Don Fry. Yeah, Paul Roba, yeah. That's on YouTube too. If you put in Power and Glory podcast or Hey Roma podcast, they'll all come up.
Still make big pass plays down the field. Pacheco to the right. Not to the yard.
You're right, boss man. You know, boss man,
Humphries is grabbing at his left hamstring.
Howard Finkel back in the day,
Not played since last New Year's.
he had the concept: jobber against jobber, somebody should go over.
Here on the shelf, pretty much. Just a couple weeks ago, started at left tackle.
You know,
Seizes up, so let's see.
he had the concept. They never wanted to do it.
It's going to be really interesting who is going to play where. We saw Joe
Vin, you rewatched it, Vin. You rewatched it.
the last time. So now do we Wande Morris in the game?
Yeah, I pushed that thing down, man. I didn't know how to go over. I didn't know any other way. He was a 19-year-old kid. Oh God, I don't think he beat him up. I forgot his name. Horowitz was a very talented wrestler, man. A lot better than me.
We blow to that time.
You can't let him step up. When you had the chill that went through my body that night when he goes, you haven't clothesline you backwards over the top rope. I'm like, okay. And I'm like, oh no, how do I do this? Do that? Oh God. 3. Never on TV. Never on TV. My best TV match ever was, and it's on YouTube, it was against Playboy Buddy Rhodes. And consequently, I was in the best shape of my life. I started powerlifting, and for the American Powerlifting Association, I was actually competing in the 242-pound weight class. That was the best shape I ever got into. And yes, I did go on steroids, and that was my best TV match against Playboy Buddy Rose, and it's on there. People actually believed, they really thought I was going to win that match that night. They really did. One. Dan won. That was the only one.
Third down coming up. All right, first of all, on this play, you're going to have the motion that's going to go across the field. They're going to know it's man coverage, and then Mahomes takes over. So then you're redirecting, you're telling who's blitzing, you're saying, here comes Derwin. And what did you check out? Derwin saw he was blitzing.
Wow, Arkansas, huh, kid? How'd it go?
Masterclass stuff. It really is. So he's just short of the first down. Chiefs have brought a few more big folks in.
You know, Dan, I don't know how to play that. I just know I hate the Kansas City Chiefs. And it looks like they're going to win this game. Roma. Boss man. That's good, kid. That's good. No, he didn't put me in the bag. That was his first match, Lance. That was way before that stuff. Wow, good for you. Good for you. I'm proud of you. I'm proud of you. That's fantastic. I know that meant a lot to you. Brian. Nice. Nice, boss man. That's a good territory out there, Arkansas.
Hello? Hi, I'm Gemini. Hi. How can I help you? We can have a conversation about anything you like.
Why not put him in the Hall of Fame?
Does the child
No, were you really? Did you still wear the contact lenses? Hey Finn, you gotta read the comments. They go, who could forget Mario Mancini with his milky white skin and porn stash? I used to be in the dressing room in Roma. Used to go, can you get some sun? Just a little? Can you get some color? I used to burn. I still do. I don't tan. Not yet, Lance. Oh, good. I love the contacts.